My brother, my sister, I was just passing by this morning to remind somebody not to build your structures on somebody else's foundation. And this is very much applicable today. I really want to talk about relationships and marriages. A lot of us these days, with the advent of social media, uh, letting good men and women go out of our lives because we're always comparing our marriages and our relationships to other people's on social media or the people that are around you. What I've come to realize is that a lot of people in this life, when it comes to um, the images that they're putting out there and the the things that they want you to believe about their relationships, they're not completely honest about what they're saying. People are not completely true or truthful about what they're putting out there about their relationships. Everybody wants to portray the picture perfect part of their relationship. Everybody wants to put it out there that their marriages and relationships are the best thing ever. And if you go on social media, there are all the pictures and the videos, the lovey-dovey and, living happily ever after the people put out there. The real people who are living and are happy and can relate to each other and can understand each other. A lot of people don't make any noise. Like when there's chemistry between people in their relationships and marriages, they don't need to say anything. When you are around them, you can just feel that palpable chemistry with the two people. They don't need to fake anything. They don't need to show you anything. It is just there. And you can see the people that are happy and enjoying their marriages. But what do we see on social media? A lot of people who have been beaten black and blue, especially we women, will dress up, cover all the bruises with makeup and come and stand there. My husband is the best thing that happened to me. He is my king. He is my rock. He is my this. He is my that. You don't need to say any of that if that is what you're really experiencing in your marriages. The people who know you well will see it. Yes. But that is what a lot of people are putting out there. And unfortunately, a lot of people are letting go of good men, of good women, because we're always comparing our marriages to the next marriage, to the next relationship. If you have a girlfriend who comes to you and says, my husband gives me 1 million naira every week to go shopping, it might be true, but 99.9% of the time it is false. Even if the husband is giving him that money, he's not telling you the full facts on the ground. Sometimes it is actually the women that look after the men in the marriage, but they will not tell you that because they want you to know that they have the best man in their life. They come and tell you all this cock and bull story. That does not make sense, and a lot of the times it's not true. My darling, if you have a man that believes in you, a man that trusts you, a man that is, not cheating on you, a man that respects you, protects you, and provides for you with what he has. If that man is always going to be your ride or die, somebody that you can count on in the good times and bad, and somebody that is working hard and showing potential, looking after you, my darling, those are the fundamentals that you're looking out for in a man. A lot of us women are so materialistic that we don't look beyond the money in the person's pocket. I'm not saying marrying a rich man is not a good thing, but if you're only looking after things and riches, you might just be marrying a wolf in sheepskin. Not everything that glitters is gold. Where is that money even coming from? And as a woman, you must understand that you're equal. You're just a human being, just like the guy. So you need to be self-sufficient, be empowered enough to look after yourself and provide your own every need. Nobody is your poverty alleviation fund. I've said this a gazillion times. If you haven't watched that video, go to Sika Educates and watch that. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed and followed my TikTok handle, on TikTok, which is Sika Educates, the same name on Facebook, everywhere else, I beseech you by the mercies of God to do that. The point I'm making here, my good people, my loving people, my darlings, my brothers, my sisters here, is that do not put up your structure on somebody else's foundation. That happy marriage that you're seeing, you don't know the hard work, the prayers, the determination of the two people that are in that marriage and you're comparing your own marriage to that marriage. He doesn't buy me anything. He doesn't fly me to Dubai. And AC and Kwabena have the best marriage in this life. And Kwabena always buys a ticket for AC every 6 months and flies her to Dubai. Take your own husband. Do you know whether Kwabena also loves his wife? When Kwabena is flying the wife to Dubai, do you know the number of side chicks that he also has on the side that AC has not told you about? Do you know the strifes and the misunderstandings that go on in their home that you are not privy to? All you are seeing is the flights that she goes on to Dubai. Do you know why she even travels? Do you know what pain AC is going through but not telling you about it? The point I'm making here to my brothers and my sister is that don't compare Mama Obioma to Mama Nkechi. And stop saying that Mama Obioma has flat tummy. Why can't my own wife also have flat tummy? Yes, she may have the flat tummy, but how does she speak to her husband at home? Is she a good mom? Does she put up with half of the rubbish that you're putting your own wife through in her house, in your house? Do you? You know, your wife has a big protruding belly. There is a nice way of trying to help your wife to lose weight so that maybe one day she would have the flatter tummy that you desire. But the point I'm making here is that she might have the big belly, but she also has to put up with the rubbish that you put her through. You are a present absentee dad that doesn't lift a finger around the house. She has to be the man and the woman, do all the rounds, take the kids to school, bring them back, make sure they're showered, homework, everything. And you claim to be a dad just because you dish out money. Money never raises children. And yet this woman with the big belly, yeah, she puts up with all your rubbish and is still able to keep your home together. Like, sometimes cherish the things that you have that are going great in your life and thank God for what you have. Because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, you can only be with that person that is good enough for you, who is able to put up with your strengths and weaknesses, the good times and the bad, the appalling behavior that you have. So that person that is perfect for me, Sika, might not be perfect for you, because the person that I'm with is putting up with my strengths and my weaknesses. Likewise, I am putting up with his good and not so good. So no two relationships will never be the same. So stop comparing your own to somebody else's. If something isn't working good for you, then you can decide whether that marriage works for you or not, that relationship works for you or not. But if we're going to spend our lives comparing our relationships that we think is the worst possible thing ever to Mama Nkechi's perfect picture relationship that she's portraying on social media, you will be putting up your structure on somebody else's foundation without knowing the full facts on the ground. Like, at our ages, we need to just be very discerning and not allow the things that we see deceive us into thinking that that is the full picture. Because a lot of the time, people are just being deceitful and lying. You will throw away a good man. You will let go of a good woman who has a bit of pounds and go and take that slim thing that does not clean your shoes, doesn't put up with your trash at home, but gives you five seconds of holding you and doing all those crazy things to you in bed. And you will throw away a good woman who will deal with you and put up with your nonsense, and throw her away for that side chick that gives you 5 minutes of pleasure because she sucks you good. So you throw away a good woman for somebody that is never ever for 5 minutes going to live with you and put up with your trash. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is that make sure that you're making decisions based on full facts and not half big pies. Do not put up your structure on somebody else's foundation. Something that looks good on the outside might be full of worms and gogomi without you even knowing about it. Learn to love and appreciate who you are. And if you decide to leave, make sure that that decision to not be in that relationship anymore is actually something that you have decided and not on the basis of somebody else's recommendation. Because all that glitters isn't gold. My name as always is Sika. Thank you for being on Sika Educate. Support, subscribe on all the handles. And I love you. Mwah. Bye.